Alright, we're going to try this again real quick. I'm trying to do an update. It's Wednesday, I think it's the 13th of September. 14th, something like that. Days are blending together. Alright, so I'm going to start with everybody in the wake of all the hurricanes, storms, and everything. Everyone I'm personally connected to, either via YouTube families, Facebook families, or real life, face-to-face life. It seems to be everybody's alright, so I'm grateful there. I'm very happy to hear that things weren't as bad as they could be. I've got a niece and baby nephew and whatnot that were right down there in the middle of all that shit. That was worrisome. One of my best friends, his wife went down there for the grandbaby to be born and all that, and got caught up in the hurricane and couldn't get out. They had flights out, and they canceled flights like 48 hours before their flight went. Alright, so quick update. This noise you hear, that's Highway 14, south of Monroe, north of Red Rock. So if you know the central Iowa area well enough, where we are positioned, we're 5 minutes from Monroe, north. 20 minutes from Newton, north. 20 minutes from Knoxville, south. 20 minutes from Pella, southeast. And 20 minutes from Prairie City, west. That's where we're at. And that's where we're positioned, and about 40 minutes from Des Moines. It's nice out here. I couldn't ask for anything more. I got a really amazing family. We got this amazing little piece of land we get to live on. A nice little shop I get to work out of. And it's all straight. We're on ag land, out in the county. Good stuff. This is going to be a good closer for 2017. Because nothing has gone right through the course of 2017. Everything went sideways. And it's just skewed further and further sideways. So I've been in some manner of moving around, holding pattern, figuring out big logistical issues since April. March or April. I've been trying to sort all this out. Well, we're going to move out here. We'll be here for 5 or 6 years, I'm sure. And then I want a position to move further out in the Tuoles, near a hard top, because business. But this is good. This is perfect for here and now. This is everything I ever wanted. And it turns out it's everything I ever needed. I can sit up back on the deck and look at the Milky Way. It's perfect. I don't know, in the last 6 years I've earned some really good skill sets. I'm good at what I do at this point. If you go back through the videos, there's a bit of piss poor work through those old videos. I'm not pulling them. I'll leave them up there. I'll get rolling on new videos soon. We'll get internet here at the house. The wife did some voodoo shit to my phone, so all of a sudden I've got internet service on my phone at the house. If I walk around, I lose it. If I go in the shop with the door down, I lose it. So I'm sitting in my truck today. I just want to bounce in for updates. I'm actually facing east right into the sun, so I'm kind of looking away from it. It's been an incredibly difficult year. There's stuff on the personal side that I don't get into here that there's some family stuff that will never get better. It just is what it is. far as, shop and my little pod, my little family here, we're doing well out here. Everybody's adjusting very well out here. They seem happy. My wife seems happy, happier than she's been in at least a year. So I'm very, very pleased with all that. It's just nothing has gone right this year. Nothing, zero has gone right this year. And I suppose when nothing goes right, go left, and that's what we did. We've been, like I said, since April, I've been in some kind of move mode, stashing shit, organizing shit, just spinning my wheels, getting nowhere. The last 6 years has been like that, though. Everything I've done is just, the last 10 years of my life, everything I've laid my hands on has turned to shit. Fate, bad luck, mismanagement, poor planning. It's probably all of the above. It is all the above. Much has been, I think, self-inflicted. So there it is. It's that simple. So now we're here. Exactly where I want to be. I got a little shop that's perfect size for me. Paint booth already in it. We're on farmland. My favorite vendors. My favorite vendors that I use. The guy that vends Spy products and the fellows that vend MIPA products have this territory, but they're not doing anything with it. So I'm going to try to carve out a niche in this area for something. It's rural enough, but there's enough little shops that I could probably carve out a good part-time existence, which should translate into that effort will pay my materials bills. Working on getting 2 paint banks out here. Right now I'm looking at an RM paint bank because I can get into it right. I don't know. I might do some more digging before I pull the trigger, but I will get a MIPA bank out here because I want to vend MIPA. I'm really fond of the product. I think it's a good solid product. I feel it's an excellent product. But first, back to work. I got to clean out the paint booth. It's been in mothballs for years, so it's filthy. It needs cleaned out. It looks like I need to pull one of the exhaust fans, and rewind it, and whatever it takes. There's something wrong with it. The fan blades came off the sprocket. I know that much. So I gotta figure that shit out. We're getting there. It's my building out here is 30 deep, 50 wide. There's a paint booth in it, so I think it's more than 50 wide, really. But I got a good double overhead door for the work bay side, and 9 foot tall. And I've got a 8 by 9 or 9 by 9. I don't know what it is. I think it's 9 by 9 for the paint booth. And I'm getting all that set up so I can function again. I can start shooting. I got my air plumbed in the other night. But alas, I've got 4 more trips to Des Moines to trailer shit out here. And then I should be completely out of Des Moines outside of cleaning up the house, painting the interior. 6 years, 4 littles. The rugs, the flooring's just shot. But I'm going to run a Rug Doctor cleaner through there just to get it cleaned up somewhat. I'll paint the interior, clean up the yard, burn off a bunch of yard debris that needed to be done a long time ago. Just tighten everything up and get it nice there. Get it as close to a sellable position for the guy I was renting from there. But there you go. Everything's coming together. And I will be back to work full time about this time next week, I think. And I haven't really worked in over 2 months. So I'm hoping to get about 40 hours between here and next week on a project. You know, the things I'm blessed with is I've got the work. I got a bunch of restos that are neglected. They need done. And then I've got a guy that we're discussing. I've been working for him for some months now, and his word has been gold thus far. And we're actually discussing some contractual obligations to each other. And that'll turn into a weekly turnaround. Just backs in a sheet. He makes direct deposits. We move on. So it's like a job, but I get to work here. And it'll work out. That'll pay subsistence, and then I can get the restos done, and that's investment back into the shop money, and pay for big things that we need money. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on. That's what's going on with me. Again, I'm really pleased that it seems everybody, for the most part, is okay through the big storms down south. I'm going to get this trailer empty so I can figure out what's going on in Des Moines and head my ass into town. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. We will keep those old videos up, and we'll get internet out here, and I'll sit down and figure out my laptop I've had for 2 years, and my old camera, see if I have to replace it with a new camera. That camera's 6 years old now. 5 or 6 years old now. It's the first camera I used on YouTube. So we'll figure that out, because I want to put up some videos, because what I'm doing now versus what I was doing, worlds apart. And my scope has changed. Running a big shop, the big shop where I was worried about securing payroll and everything, you know, there were a lot of things that were good enough. They got shipped out. I'm done. If it's not to the full of my capabilities at that time, it's not going. It gets worked until it is. Bad business model, but that'll bring the business I want versus the business I get. So it'll be great. We'll talk to you later.